1874, the Great Typhoon, the worst natural disaster ever recorded in Macau's history, hit both Hong Kong and Macau. In Macau, something like 8% of the population, between 4,000 and 5,000 people, were killed in 24 hours. Immediately after the typhoon, a plump, small, good-natured Chinese photographer, Lai Afong, who was then based in Hong Kong, spent 2 days taking photographs of Hong Kong and then got himself on the steamer to Macau and took a total of 15 iconic images of Macau. Lai Afong's photographs of Macau in the aftermath of the Great Typhoon of 1874 were taken just a few days after the typhoon, when Macau was still reeling from its impact. They mark the beginning of a new era in the realistic depiction of natural disasters. So I think these are very stark, desolate photos, I would say much darker than his photographs of Hong Kong after the same typhoon. These photographs were quickly reproduced around the world in the illustrated press of the day. So they bought 20 of these photographs from Afong's studio in mid-October, sent them to London, where they were mounted in an album, as they still are today, and the Colonial Secretary recommended that they be sent to Queen Victoria at Windsor Castle. There are some special connections between USJ and the typhoon. Immediately after the typhoon, the Bishop of Macau ordered that the seminary should be used as a refuge, providing medical care, shelter, and food for people who had been made homeless or hurt in the typhoon. And in 1950, the seminary would provide a home for over 4 years for Father Ernesto Gergi. I think these photographs of Macau are somewhat unique. He didn't have to take them. He went to considerable trouble and indeed probably expense, travelling up on a steamer 3 or 4 days after the typhoon in very difficult and indeed hazardous and somewhat dangerous conditions. The place was in real devastation. And now these photographs have come back to Macau, at least virtually. They are actually in the Centro Científico e Cultural de Macao in Lisbon. So we've been able to bring them back to Macau and mount this exhibition to commemorate the 150th anniversary of this disastrous but landmark event.